Hey guys, it's 275hammy / hammy502 here, and I've got another showcase of ImmersiveMC. This is going to be a mixture of Alpha 4 and Beta 1. The reason that is the case is because Beta 1 doesn't really add much at all. Well, it adds a couple things that I'll get to. However, Alpha 4 had a lot of bugs in it. It's an alpha release. Either way, to start showcasing some things, let's jump right in. So we go to mods, and then you go to ImmersiveMC, and you click config. There's a small config screen. And you can customize different aspects of ImmersiveMC. First of all, you can customize the bag. These buttons clip off to the side a bit. I'm still trying to figure out why that happens. I will hopefully be able to figure it out. However, it works fine outside of VR, so worst comes to worst, you can change it there. You can customize like the color of the bag, as you can see. So if I were to move these down, you can see it's pretty red, that kind of thing. Let's move it back to like a kind of baggish color. There we go. You can turn on the left-handed mode here as well, in case you need that. Like if you're left-handed, for example. You can enable and disable all of the immersives. You may see a new one or two in here. Don't worry about that. Yeah. And then lastly, you can customize a few immersives. We'll get to these in a moment, and this just uses the old chest behavior and works now outside of VR. We'll get to what the new chest behavior is in a moment. You may have seen 1.16.1 test there. I'm going to be releasing both Alpha 4 and this version, Beta 1, will be released for 1.16.1. Probably going to be the last version to be released for 1.16.1, just because it's relatively easy to build for, and, it's kind of like the quote-unquote speedrunning version. So if you're speedrunning in VR, it's effectively the version you'd want to use. Either way, so although this says Alpha 4 showcase, this is also the Beta 1 showcase. So yeah, this is real quick, but since this is Beta 1 now, I can actually say that it is not nearly as quick. So let's go ahead and scatter some items around my inventory here. There we go. So if I were to whip out the bag now, as you can see all of the different layers of the bag instead of just like the top inventory. Obviously, you can still punch to swap layers around. So if I grab this gold block here, I can go over to this crafting, put it in, and it will offer me some gold ingots. So I will now craft some gold ingots, and as you can see, I have them now. Since I'm in creative, it doesn't take away the gold block. And yeah. Plans for the bag. Someone had given the idea to have a more simplified model for the bag, kind of basically just composter shaped. And I'm definitely going to do that in probably Beta 2. And that will be, I think, pretty much a finished state for the bag. If anyone has any other ideas for it, please feel free to tell me, because, again, always looking for ideas. Next up, chest things. Here's two things in one. First of all, there's ender chest support now, but second of all, far more importantly, you can flip open a chest like that. So let's grab this shulker box, and then I can close it like this. And then obviously, if I put down the shulker box, I can open it. Hi, whoa, it's a shulker box. But yeah, in order to open a chest, you put your hands by this line, and you flip up, and to go down, you just put your hands up and go down. Basically what it does is it draws a box from like this line over here all the way to around here, and then looks for down motion for you to close. Next up, we have some crafting improvements. So I'll go ahead and open this chest here, and let me grab the sticks and this iron. So I'm going to walk over to the crafting table, put in the stick, put in the iron, and put in the other iron while I run into some furniture in the physical world, because of course I do. And of course, iron sword, you can now reach, and then if you left click, it will craft it. There you go. Yeah, similar to how the backpack crafting works, except, physical crafting table. Much better than the old solution, so thank you guys for that. And lastly, alternate furnace / brewing stands. So by default, the furnace and brewing stand works as I've showcased so far. However, you can turn on the auto center, what I'm calling the auto center mode, and it will effectively center all of the items in the furnace. So if I were to just throw this up here, you can see it'd be in the middle. And if I put in the coal in the bottom, you see that will also be in the middle, and then it'll consume the coal. And then once it's done smelting, you should see that the iron will show up on the right-hand side like that. And then once this other iron ore is done smelting, you'll see the iron ingot will recenter itself, and I can obviously just grab it. Yeah. And then a similar centering thing has been done for the brewing stand. The brewing stand one is a lot easier. I didn't really put too much, there wasn't too much to do for that. Basically, the big thing for this is, chest is still a bit buggy, sadly. I'm working on it, though, don't worry. Oh, no, I'm dumb. I just clicked. It still is, I think, the tiniest bit buggy. I need to work on it long term. Like you just heard the chest close. It's not supposed to do that, obviously. But, And then if I put the nether wart here, it's much more centered. I actually don't have any blaze powder, so I'll go grab that for a second. BLAZE. There we go. So I just put this up here. You can see that's where it goes now. So yeah, those are all the changes in Alpha 4/Beta 1. In case you're wondering what the funny bug fixes were, you can stick around. If you don't care, now's your time to leave the video, and thank you for watching. For people who wanted to stick around for the funny bug fixes, the big funny one is during Alpha 4's release, the jukebox just didn't work because I forgot to put in, when I was moving some code around effectively, I forgot to move the code for handling the jukebox. So, but you know, it works now. Cool fact, that's actually the first time I think I've shown the jukebox video with music on an actual video, so that's funny. And also besides that, it was a crash. I can't really show that per se, but yeah, besides that, that's about it. And yeah, thank you for seeing the Alpha 4/Beta 1 showcase. I look forward to hopefully people trying it out at some point. And yeah, the mod is officially in beta now, so give it a shot. Thank you.